Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the altcoin show, coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to talk about two new coins that I just added yesterday and today, and why I added them, and what I think could happen with the price on those coins. And of course, before we do, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, does help support the channel, as does your wonderful comments that you leave below. Thank you so much for that. You take the time to write it. I take the time to read it. Really appreciate all of you doing that. And of course, those of you who ask questions in the comment section, I do look to get back to you as soon as I am able to. However, if you'd like more immediate engagement, you can find me in the Stocks with Josh Discord. I'm in the crypto channel there. I also have my own Crowned Traders channel there, where I share education, insights, resources, some of my trade setups, which I shared earlier this morning. Those two trades, plus about another 3 or 4 in there already this morning. So if you want to catch those, you'll need to be in the Discord. And then, of course, entertainment, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Okay. And so, of course, I have my own Discord launching. And no, I'm not leaving the Stocks with Josh Discord. I'm staying in there. As usual, I will be posting and interacting and engaging. My Discord is going to be smaller by design. A limited number of people only are going to be allowed in. There is a wait list. It is going to be exclusive. I am going to be doing live trading in there. And of course, if you're interested in getting on the wait list for that, below in the description, same place where you can sign up for the Stocks with Josh Discord, just underneath that is an email address. You can email to be on the wait list, and we are going to start emailing the first people who got on the wait list, maybe as early as tonight and tomorrow morning there. So that's going to be very exciting. We are ready to go. Okay. And if you have any questions, ask me in the comments here in YouTube. Okay. So what are we talking about? What are the coins we're talking about? The first one is called VVV. And this took off like a rocket ship it's listed on Coinbase, went all the way up there to $23. Okay. And what is all the hype about VVV? It's actually called the Venice token because it's tied with DeepSeek AI and uses the DeepSeek AI. And of course, that was the big buzz over the last couple of days while NVIDIA stock took a bit of a tanking. Now, looking at this chart, it doesn't look too healthy, but this is kind of normal for a coin to list, pump, and then dump back down. And usually I wait for it to find a little bit of a bottom here. So I did like this here. We don't have much price action, so we kind of have to go to the hour. If we go to the daily here, it's a little rough there. Not a lot. Okay, so that's why I have. So there you see a low, and we have a higher low. We do have a lower high there, but I have taken a just-in-case bag buy here on the Venice token, VVV. I got in around this wick here, around about $9, maybe on this one here, about $9.40 there. And I did pick up some last night as well, just around that same area as well. So I've got a couple of just-in-case buys there. Could we go a little bit lower? It's possible, but for the meantime, we found some support there, and I'm willing, because what is a just-in-case bag buy? That's just in case the price takes off like a rocket ship and goes back up to this or higher. And it's also just in case we dump down lower, that gives me an opportunity to average down my cost. So I probably put around about 20 to 25% of the budget that I've allocated for this one around at this level. So if we drop down lower, I can add at lower levels, or I could obviously stop out here as well. I could just, usually I stop out at entry. It usually will come down, if we put a little trend line here on here, and this is what we will do. And I will show you how the magic happens. So $9.20, $9.30. We're going to go with $9.20 here. And we're going to put one right here. So what I would do in this case, I'm going to make that white, is that if we were to lose this level, and I would break it down to the 5 minute, I'll show you how I stop out of trades at entry. And you can see how it happens here. When you lose support, it comes down, retests that support as resistance and rejects. And if it rejects, you get out at entry. Beautiful. Do it all the time. And, it's not always exactly at entry, but it's pretty close. I might lose $5 on the trade or $10 on the trade or something. Very, very close. So this is what I would do here. I mean, in theory, we have this line here on the 5 minute, the 20 EMA on the 5 minute, but their support is so close. So I would go at this one because this is around where my entry is. If we were to lose 920, retest it and reject, then I could look to get out of the trade and get in lower. Otherwise, I could just dollar cost average down my position if I don't have the time or care to do that. It really depends on the position size as well. So that's a little bit there for you. So we have that there. That would be a good area for entry. Would I enter at $9.80? That's a very good question. We can see that there is resistance here at this level at about $10.30. I'm going to draw another trend line there, and you can see TradingView's already put one in there for me, so I'm gonna bang in one right there. But you can see there is resistance there. So certainly there with that one there, that if you just were looking at a swing trader, you could take it up from here to here. So I'm probably $9.80, kind of like a little bit of no man's land here. I would be more keen to maybe, if I didn't have any, jump in a little bit higher, retest that as support, and then take off. But then you do have this moving average that is holding down price. So that could be another entry on a break of that and a retest. And sometimes I like to trade on confirmation. That means buying a little bit higher, but having more confirmation. Obviously, a break above the 20 EMA on the hourly could be quite good because you can see that that's held down price there at least for a little bit. We have such little price history there, very difficult to chart it, but I'm doing my best there to give you some entries there. Of course, I'm already in the trade, and so I wouldn't think about stopping out of the trade unless we would lose this level here. And even then, it's because it's a just in case bag buy, it's not a high position. So I may just buy down a little bit lower once we find some confirmed support, kind of like we did here. I found that there was a little bit of a trend reversal here, and that's exactly what it was. And it did pump all the way back up to $12 while I slept. I might have been able to take some profits on that there, but this is available on Coinbase. So those of you who are on Coinbase, that's an easy buy for you. It is available also on a bunch of other exchanges as well. The next token that I'm going to look at is the Move token. And this is an interesting one because it only came on people's attention because of two things. One, when the Department of Government Efficiency, I need to say it because if I say when Doge, well, not the coin Doge, but the Department of Government Efficiency came out and said, hey, we want to put all government spending and expenditure on the blockchain, and they're exploring different blockchains. And of course, I shared about this, I think it was just yesterday or the day before, Cardano, Charles Hoskinson came and go, oh, we'll do it for free. And it's like, yeah, because no one's using your blockchain really, but maybe they'll choose ADA and ADA will pump, and all the ADA holders who are throwing rocks at me right now through their screen, I am sorry, I apologize. However, I'm not a big fan of ADA, but you can make some money on it. Buy low, sell high, rinse, repeat. But I'm not really advocating as a long-term investment. I'm not really advocating anything right now in this market as a long-term investment until I see how February and March play out. Everything's going to be a trade, either a scalp, a day trade, or a swing trade. All my HODL bags, I haven't sold them. I've converted them to swing bags. So I'll be taking profits more aggressively like their swing bags from here on in, up through the rest of this bull market. But as you can see here, we're right at a possible entry here, which is at the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Now, if we lose that, we could see a drop down to the 20 EMA on the 4-hour, which is at 75 and 73 cents. So those would be the two entries that I would look to consider. If you go on the daily, there's just not a whole lot of price history. Again, 77 seems to be the one that held on the drop. So we saw a big pump for that. Now, why did Move get this pump? I'm so glad you asked. Well, of course, so Elon Musk and the Doge crew, the Department of Government Efficiency said, hey, we're looking for a blockchain. And then there was rumors that they were exploring Move as a possible blockchain for that to happen. And then World Liberty Finances, which is Eric Trump's organization, or the Trump family organization, however it's set up, went and bought a whole bunch for the first time. So this absolutely mooned this up here. And of course, I have bought some here at this support level here at about 79 cents. Now, if we lose that, I'll look to get out of that trade or add. Again, it's just a just-in-case bag. It's just a trade right now, not a long-term investment. And I would look to get back in around maybe that 77 or 75 cent region. You can actually go down the smaller time frames here, and you can see, well, actually there is the 77 again there, and then the 200 EMA on the 2 hour is at 76. So that area I find would have some quite good support. Another one at 77, if you go to the 1 hour, the 50 EMA is at 77 and there's 73. So that 73 to 77 cent region looks like it could be okay for accumulation. Again, we've got the 200 EMA on the 15. We've got a Lux Algo order block there as well. And when I do most of my trading, it's actually on the 5-minute time frame. I just like looking at all the other time frames there. But you can see we've been quite rejected there. So we'd actually need a break back above that level. And actually, if you're trading this, you would get in here, but you'd get out here because as it breaks through, it retests and rejects against the 200 EMA on the 5-minute, and that's your exit. And then you would look to get in a little bit lower. So right now we're seeing, if we go back to the 4 hour here, we are seeing this happen. We could actually draw a bit of a trend line here so we can remember where that is, that little spot at about 79. And then when you actually go to the 5-minute time frame, look at the, so this would be an exit on this coin here. Of course, this could be a fake out, and it could then pop up. Look, it just popped up like it did there, and then break above, retest as support, and off and running. So I'm going to keep an eye on that because that would be my exit out of the trade. And then I would look to get a little bit lower at 73, 75, and 77 cents, those areas that I just identified. So if we see a rejection here, we're doing a little bit of live trading right now. Even though it's not live, it's live for me. It's going to be delayed for you, and you're going to see how this plays out and whether I did get out of the trade. But this would be my exit out of the trade here for that. So that's why I go to the different time frames. I have all the different time frames there. I haven't even actually had time to do the Fibonacci's for this because there is a decent amount of price history for this coin. I mean, I'm looking at it on Coinbase. I don't know if there's other exchanges that have a little bit more. It's only been on Coinbase since mid-November. I do feel the coin has been around for a little bit longer. And you can always check that out on CoinGecko to have a look at how long it's been around from its price history, where it is from its all-time high or all-time low. So I don't trade on the 4 hour. I look at it, I set charts, I look at moving averages, and then I'll move it down to the 15-minute. I trade from my, and this is for my day trade, scalping trades, swing trades, I generally am going in. So right now you can see that's holding as support. So I've got no reason to exit the trade as of yet. You can see it's just poked up its head above that, and we're just going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close, which is going to close. There's a new 15-minute candle actually opening up there, and we're just going to wait to see how that plays out there. We'll just give it another couple of minutes on the stream, and then we're going to close it off. But you can see there's the next candle that just opened. So technically looks like we closed just above that, and now we're going to see if this then holds that support or we drop down and then we reject, and then I would be out of the trade and I would get in a little bit lower. And some of you say, oh, I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to watch the charts there. Then you can just set a stop loss at the acceptable level of the amount you're willing to lose on the trade. But of course, you could stop out here and then it stops at 77. We know there's all that support down there. When we looked at these lower levels down here, there is support down in these areas. So sometimes it's just buying a just-in-case bag buy and then dollar cost averaging and building a position. Of course, I share all of this great information available via my cheat sheet, which is found in the Discord. It's also, you can find it on an older video from earlier November, and it's in the education tab. I would watch all of those videos there, and you're going to learn all this stuff and more. And of course, we can see we're holding that level as support for now. All right, well, that's all I have time for today. As always, until the next episode, happy trading.